Today on Crypto Lion, we'll discuss the battle between two business titans, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. During an interview at the TED conference in Vancouver, Musk was asked about his offer to buy Twitter. Chris Anderson, the interviewer, asked Musk if his position as the world's richest man and one of the platform's top influencers could create a conflict of interest. Musk took advantage of the opportunity to criticize Zuckerberg. He said, as for media ownership, Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and with a share ownership structure that will keep Mark Zuckerberg the 14th controlling those entities. At Twitter, we won't have that. Musk's statement could be referring to a future long line of Zuckerberg descendants, or it could be reference to King Louis XIV, who ruled France for over 72 years and is known as the longest reigning monarch. The Tesla CEO is also referring to Zuckerberg's control of Meta, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. The Facebook founder owns 55% of the company's voting stock, giving him veto power over other shareholders when it comes to the company's future. The company has a dual-class stock structure that gives Zuckerberg, select executive managers, and directors supervoting power because one of their shares is equivalent to 10 votes, whereas other shareholders are limited to 1 vote per share. Tesla doesn't have a dual-class share structure, but Musk retains significant power. With a 17% stake, he's the company's largest individual shareholder. While Musk doesn't have the same level of control over Tesla as Zuckerberg does over Meta, the company does have supermajority voting rules that require the approval of 2/3 of shares to pass major changes, giving Musk veto power. Musk stated that when the purchase of Twitter is complete, he will structure the company to avoid any perception of a conflict of interest, including making the platform's code publicly available. I personally would not be in there editing tweets, he said. However, you'll know if something was done to a tweet to promote a demo or otherwise affect it. Musk stated that purchasing Twitter wasn't a way to make money, but rather a bid to protect free speech. The Tesla CEO also appeared to criticize Meta's moderation efforts. The social media company has come under fire from both sides of the political aisle for its handling of COVID-19 misinformation and the Capitol siege. Musk appears to believe in erring on the side of allowing information dissemination as long as it is legal in the countries in which the platform operates. I'm not saying I have all the answers here, he said, but I do think we want to be very reluctant to delete things. Also, with permanent bans, proceed with caution. Timeouts, in my opinion, are preferable to permanent bans. According to the Daily Mail, Musk also stated that he wants Twitter's algorithm to be open source and transparent, and that the site should err on the side of free speech rather than censorship. Musk went on to say that Twitter could serve as an inclusive arena for free speech. Frances Haugen, a Facebook whistleblower who leaked a trove of Facebook documents late last year, told Fox Business that she was cautiously optimistic about Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter. In October of last year, Haugen testified before the U.S. Congress claiming that Facebook, which has since changed its name to Meta, consistently prioritized profit and engagement over user safety. Musk's plans to take over Twitter privately could give him the opportunity to change the company's business model in a way that prioritizes user safety without putting pressure on shareholders to generate profit, according to Haugen. I believe Elon has a huge opportunity here to really demonstrate that there is another way forward, she told Fox Business. Haugen compared Musk to Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, saying Musk is better able to take harsh criticism and make meaningful changes. According to Haugen, Zuckerberg has surrounded himself with people who tell him what he wants to hear. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, allegedly told close friends that Twitter is such a mess. It's as if they drove a clown car into a gold mine and fell in. That claim is made in Hatching Twitter, A True Story of Money, Power, Friendship, and Betrayal, a book written by New York Times reporter Nick Bilton that chronicles Twitter's evolution. According to the book, Zuckerberg attempted to acquire Twitter twice, once through official channels and once through co-founder Jack Dorsey. He apparently made the remark after both acquisitions failed, a pointer that Elon Musk's new ownership of Twitter would not be well received by Mark. On April 26th, many people saw a tweet that said, "Now I'm going to buy Facebook and delete it, haha." Several people were convinced that the tweet came from Elon Musk himself, but if you look through his recent tweets, you'll notice that he has not made such a tweet. The screenshot that's circulating on the internet is, of course, fake. Elon tweeted in 2017, "I love Twitter," and Dave Smith responded, "You should buy it then." And Musk responded, "How much is it?" While this exchange appeared to be a normal conversation at the time, people were surprised to learn how Elon may have manifested his purchase of the platform. On April 25th, it was confirmed that Elon will be paying $44 billion for the purchase. However, Elon purchasing Facebook would be practically impossible, given that they both act like rivals, and he's always stated that he considers Facebook to be lame. Musk and Zuckerberg haven't exactly kept their rivalry hidden. When a SpaceX rocket explosion in 2016 destroyed a Facebook satellite, Zuckerberg issued a fiery statement expressing his deep disappointment in SpaceX's failure. When Facebook was embroiled in the Cambridge Analytica scandal, Musk deleted his company's Facebook pages publicly, tweeting that the company gave him the willies. The two billionaires are among the world's wealthiest people, putting them in an exclusive club even by Silicon Valley standards. Despite the fact that both are interested in artificial intelligence and their companies have collaborated in the past, there appears to be no love lost between Musk and Zuckerberg. The satellite that the SpaceX rocket crashed into was part of Facebook's Internet.org project, which aimed to bring internet access to the developing world, and it would have been the company's first satellite in orbit. Zuckerberg appeared openly disappointed by the failure of the launch, writing on Facebook that he was deeply disappointed to hear that SpaceX's launch failure destroyed our satellite that would have provided connectivity to so many entrepreneurs and everyone else across the continent. Musk addressed the failed launch 2 years later in a tweet to reporter Carrie Flynn. "It's my fault for being an idiot," Musk admitted. "We did give them a free launch to compensate, and I believe they had some insurance." In 2017, Zuckerberg criticized Musk's feelings about artificial intelligence, which seemed to rile Musk up. During a Facebook Live broadcast, a viewer asked Zuckerberg about Musk's concerns about AI. "I have pretty strong feelings about it," Zuckerberg said. "I'm very optimistic about AI in particular, and I think that people who are pessimistic and try to conjure up doomsday scenarios, I don't understand it. It's extremely negative, and in some ways I believe it's quite irresponsible." Musk, who has reportedly advocated for regulation and caution in the development of new AI tech, responded on Twitter. "I've talked to Mark about it," he responded to a tweet about Zuckerberg's remarks. His knowledge of the subject is limited. Musk's campaign against Facebook continued in early 2020. In a response to a tweet from actor Sacha Baron Cohen calling for more regulation of Facebook, Musk urged people to delete the app once more. Musk used Twitter after the riot at the US Capitol to share memes linking the riots to Facebook. Musk tweeted on the evening of the Washington rampage, "This is called the domino effect," along with an image of dominoes, the first labeled a website to rate women on campus, a reference to Facebook's founding at Harvard University. The rioters were the last domino to fall. Musk also criticized Facebook's data-sharing practices, tweeting another meme about the company spying on users after Facebook-owned WhatsApp announced that it would begin forcing users to share their personal data with Facebook. Musk advised people to use Signal, an encrypted messaging app. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, another tech executive who has sparred with Zuckerberg, retweeted his tweet. And although we don't know what started their feud, we can only hope that the tension lessens over time. But that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hollywood Carson. That's how it goes. Hollywood Carson. Hollywood Carson. That's how it goes. Hollywood Carson.